Success is not born in one dramatic moment. It is shaped quietly in the ordinary hours of your life, in the small decisions you make when no one is watching and no one is clapping for you. People wait for miracles, but success waits for consistency. It waits for the day you choose to try again, even after failing yesterday, for the moment you decide to take one small step instead of giving up completely. Those small steps may look useless today, but they are building a foundation so strong that one day it will carry everything you dreamed of. You don't wake up successful, you wake up committed. You wake up choosing effort over excuses, learning over complaining, discipline over comfort. Every time you read a page, practice a skill, improve one weakness, or control one negative thought, you are investing in your future. These actions don't feel powerful in the moment, but they are shaping your mindset, your habits, and your confidence silently. Understand this deeply. Success does not respect shortcuts. It respects patience. It respects those who are willing to grow slowly without quitting. When you chase quick results, you lose direction. But when you focus on daily improvement, you gain strength. 1% better every day may sound small, but over time it changes your entire life. Some days will feel heavy, progress will feel invisible, and doubt will whisper that your efforts don't matter. That is exactly when they matter the most. Those days are tests of your commitment. Keep showing up, keep building. Even when you feel weak, your discipline is growing stronger. Do not compare your beginning to someone else's middle. Everyone's journey is different, and success has its own timing. Respect your pace, trust your process. Build your success daily, brick by brick, effort by effort, because what you build slowly becomes unbreakable. Motivation is powerful, but it is unreliable. It comes like a visitor and leaves without warning, while consistency is the one that stays with you even when everything feels heavy. If you wait to feel motivated every day, you will keep stopping and starting, moving forward one day and falling back the next. Real growth begins when you stop depending on feelings and start depending on commitment. Consistency teaches you to act, even when your mind is tired and your heart is unsure. On the days you feel inspired, work hard, but on the days you feel empty, work anyway. Those ordinary days are the ones that build real strength. Anyone can act when motivation is high, but only disciplined people continue when there is no excitement left. This is where consistency becomes more powerful than motivation, because it turns effort into habit and habit into identity. When you repeat the right actions daily, your mind stops resisting. Studying, practicing, improving, learning, and healing become part of who you are, not something you force yourself to do. Consistency removes fear because familiarity creates confidence. The more you show up, the less afraid you become of failure, mistakes, and judgment. Do not underestimate the power of showing up imperfectly. You don't need perfect energy, perfect timing, or perfect conditions. You only need presence. Even a small effort done daily is stronger than a big effort done once. Consistency compounds silently, and one day you realize you are far ahead of where you once struggled. There will be moments when you want to quit because results are slow. But remember this: slow progress is still progress. Keep your promises to yourself. Keep your routine simple and realistic. Protect your discipline like a treasure, because motivation will fade, but consistency will carry you forward when nothing else can. Pain enters your life without permission, but what it becomes is always your choice. It can crush you, or it can educate you, shape you, and turn you into someone stronger than you ever imagined. Most people try to escape pain, hide from it, or deny it, but pain does not leave until it is understood. When you accept pain instead of fighting it, it begins to teach you lessons that comfort never could. Every struggle carries information. Every loss shows you what truly matters. Every failure reveals where you need to grow. Pain slows you down so you can look within, so you can recognize your limits and then discover your hidden strength. It strips away illusions and forces you to face reality. And in that honesty, real growth begins. Courage is not the absence of pain. Courage is the decision to move forward while carrying it. You don't need to be fearless. You need to be faithful to your journey. When you stand up again after being broken, you educate your soul to trust itself. That trust becomes unshakable confidence. Stop asking why pain chose you and start asking what responsibility it is teaching you. Pain teaches patience, empathy, humility, and resilience. It deepens your understanding of life and people. Those who have suffered often carry the greatest wisdom because they know what it means to survive. Do not rush your healing. Healing is not forgetting, it is learning how to live with awareness and strength. Let pain refine you, not define you. When you allow pain to become your teacher instead of your enemy, it transforms into power. And that power becomes the foundation of your purpose and your growth. Self-belief is not something you suddenly discover one day. It is something you build slowly by the way you treat yourself every single day. Every promise you make to yourself and keep becomes a brick in the foundation of your confidence. Every promise you break weakens that foundation. This is why discipline is not punishment, it is self-respect in action. When you wake up and choose to do what you said you would do, even when it feels uncomfortable, your mind begins to trust you. That trust becomes belief. You stop needing validation from the world because you have proof within yourself that you are reliable. Discipline teaches you that you are capable of consistency, and consistency teaches you that you are strong. Many people look for confidence before they act, but confidence comes after action. You act first, you struggle first, you fail first, and then belief follows. Discipline gives you courage because it forces movement when fear is loud. Every time you push through resistance, you are telling yourself that fear does not control you. Self-belief grows when you stop negotiating with excuses. When you commit to learning daily, improving daily, and showing up daily, your identity changes. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries and start seeing yourself as someone who finishes. That shift changes everything. Respect your routine. Protect your effort. Keep your goals realistic but non-negotiable. You don't need to do everything, you just need to do what matters consistently. Over time, your discipline will speak louder than your doubts, and your self-belief will become so deep that no setback, no opinion, and no failure will be able to shake it. Learning is not something you complete. IT is something you practice every day, like breathing, like walking, like becoming. When you decide to learn daily, you stop waiting for confidence to arrive, and instead you start building with knowledge, awareness, and understanding. Every new thing you learn sharpens your mind and clears confusion, and clarity is the root of confidence. A person who keeps learning is never truly lost. Even in uncertainty, learning gives direction. When you read, observe, ask questions, and reflect, you expand your thinking. You stop fearing the unknown because learning turns the unknown into something familiar. Fear survives in ignorance, but confidence grows where knowledge lives. Do not limit learning to classrooms or certificates. Life itself is the greatest teacher. Every experience, mistake, conversation, and challenge carries a lesson if you are willing to listen. When you learn from your failures instead of being ashamed of them, you rise stronger. Learning teaches you how to adapt, and adaptation is power. Daily learning builds inner strength because it reminds you that growth is always possible. No matter where you start, you are never stuck. Even 10 minutes a day can change how you think, speak, and act. Over time, small lessons turn into wisdom, and wisdom turns into calm confidence. Teach your mind to stay curious instead of critical. Replace judgment with questions. When you commit to learning every day, you stop competing with others and start improving yourself. That focus creates peace and purpose. Knowledge gives you words, awareness gives you control, and consistency in learning gives you the confidence to face life with clarity and strength. What you do today is not small, even if it feels ordinary, even if no one notices, even if the results are invisible right now. Your present effort is writing the strength of your future. Every action you repeat today is becoming a habit, and every habit is shaping the person you will rely on tomorrow. You are not preparing for the future someday, You are preparing for it right now. Many people live with regret because they underestimate the power of the present moment. They delay effort, postpone discipline, and wait for the perfect time. But strength is not built in perfect conditions. It is built in resistance. When you choose effort despite discomfort, you are training your mind to endure, to adapt, to stand firm when life becomes heavy. Your future does not need excuses, it needs preparation. Every hour you invest today in learning, improving, healing, and building discipline becomes protection for tomorrow. Hard times will come, but the version of you that is consistent today will know how to survive them. Weakness is not a permanent state, it is a sign of untrained strength. Stop underestimating yourself. Stop thinking that small effort doesn't matter. It matters because it compounds. One day, you will face challenges that demand courage, and that courage will come from the work you are doing now. You are either training yourself to give up or training yourself to rise. Take responsibility for this moment. Use it with intention. Respect it with effort. Because the strength you will need in the future is being built silently by the choices you make today, and those choices are shaping a version of you that will one day stand unshaken, grounded, and ready.